All right, guys, this is episode 96. Episode 96. So in the last, I would say, week or so, I have bought bulk collections from about 5 individuals. And I have another one coming in about 2 days. So in the summertime, so I teach, so in the summertime I buy a lot of bulk. And for bulk, I have about 1.5 to 2 million cards. I just started selling on eBay about a year ago, a year and a half ago when the market got really, really hot. Before that, it was pretty much hoarding. I just kept my cards and kept building my collection with no intention of selling at this moment. But it was so hard not to pass up some of the prices that cards are going for about a year ago, so I started to sell. Then I realized that if I buy more and I keep selling and organizing them well, I can make some money. And I can use that profit for my family, and that works out well. So episode 96. Random comment on July 12th. So I'm in the middle of a 21-day giveaway in 21 days. I think we are, let's say, 16th out of the series so far. And I'll use 16th and 17th actually today. So 2 videos. Just want to show you some cards that I picked up in the last couple of days with bulk. So the first one I got from someone local, and I've bought from him 3 different times, and he came to my garage sale and spent some money too, so we'll be helping each other out throughout the years, I hope. So the set that I'm going to look at is a 2001 Topps set, and they commemorated the 50 years of Topps. So in 2001, Ichiro Suzuki was a rookie in Series 2. Through Series 1 and Series 2 of Topps, they had a through the years insert set. And you could get them at 1 per 8 packs. So if you buy 8 retail packs or 8 hobby packs, about 1 in 8 would get you a through the years insert. And I can tell you this, from 96 through 2001, Topps loved to look back in their history and the history of baseball and to honor some of the greats of the game. So you'll see a lot of reprints from 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, and 2001. So a 6-year period where they did so many reprints. So the reprints are really well done. What this set did is they picked 50 different cards, 1 per year. So there's 10 cards in the 50s, 10 in the 60s, 10 in the 70s, 10 in the 80s, 10 in the 90s, which ends in 1999. Since Topps' first card is in 1952, there's actually 2 cards from 1952 that you'll see, and I think it's 56. There's 2 cards as well. So that's how they figured out how to make 10 in each decade. But since Topps started in 1952, they had to pick 2 cards or 2 year sets to have 2 cards. So all you gotta do, through the years inserts, pick your 2 favorite. If you like the Jackie Robinson and the Willie Mays, perfect, I'll send them to you. If you are the random comment. I'm usually not a set builder. I bought this as a set for about $50. So it ends up being about $1 a card. It's kind of a cherry on top to kind of sweeten the deal to make a final price. So it's kind of a bundle price. So that was kind of the thing on top where I said, would you negotiate for this number if I add in this set? And that seemed to work. So for the giveaway, pick your favorite 2. So this is the 1952 Topps. It's got that Topps 50 years. I like it because this year's Topps is Topps 70. You see a lot of 70 on the 2021 product. So in 2001, back when I was 16 years old, I didn't really collect cards when I was that age. I got back into it a little bit when I started working in the card shop. So in 2001 is when the card shop closed. So the best in baseball cards, I think, closed like a month before 9/11, to give you some idea when this came out. This Series 1 probably would have came out in January, February of 2001. Series 2 probably would have been May or June. So both of these sets came out in 2001. But all right, so we have a 1952 Topps. Everything is the same. except for this little thing here. It says Topps Reprint 5 of 5. I don't exactly know why they didn't put these in order from the oldest one to the newest 150. It's a little out of order. It's by the decade, but it's not perfect. Jack Robinson. I'm gonna go through these a little more. You might think, why did they pick Andy Pafko? Well, it's a #1 card in the set. So there's 2 different colored back there, the black and the red. Sometimes the first number in this set and the last number in this set are the hardest ones to keep in good condition. So he got the #1. I'm sorry, he did the year before. 30 home runs, batted .250. So solid player. 1953 Topps Willie Mays. Probably one of my favorite back designs. Ted Williams, 54 Topps. He's got 2 cards in this set, I believe. I'm not an expert in vintage, the Topps sets. '55, Edwin Mays, Eddie Matthews, or Edwin Matthews. Edwin, Ed, or Eddie, whatever you want to call this guy. I do like the comic look of some of the 50s. All right, 56, we got Duke Snider and Roy Campanella, both Brooklyn Dodgers. 57 Topps Yogi. I talked about the year with my grandpa, 51, 52. So you can see those years. We got a 58 Warren Spahn, Milwaukee Braves. And a 59 Stan Musial. So all you're gonna do is pick your 2 favorite. I love seeing the military service. A lot of players in the 50s and 60s, a lot of big names played in the military. All right, so those are the 50s. Let's check out the 60s. So I can just count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so this is the 1960 Willie McCovey. I gotta slow down. Willie McCovey. And I bet there's a lot of people that are watching that could add some really interesting little bits of information that I just don't know. In my classroom, we talk about, I wonder if this was the first time they put a trophy like this, the All-Star Gold Cup. I wonder what year they started the Gold Cup. I bet someone could answer that for me. 61 Topps. And if you didn't know, if you look at the stats, you add 1 year to that is the year the card was made. The 50s Topps didn't have a whole lot of stats on the back. They were more focused on comics, I guess, on the back in the 50s. Sandy Koufax. Juan Marichal. So again, this one didn't have the date on there. 61, 60, or 61, 62. 62 Juan Marichal. 63 Roberto Clemente. 64 Whitey Ford. 1965, this is one of my favorite set designs, 65 Topps. So the answer to what card you like best and what set you like best could be different. So 65 Topps. 66 Topps. Ernie Banks. I'm getting my autographs and jerseys all organized so I can do another budget video. Should have those ready in a couple days. I have a lot more baseball autographs than I do other sports. So 66 Topps, 67 Harmon Killebrew. This guy had the most home runs in the 60s out of any other player. Like 380 maybe? The most home runs in the 1960s was Harmon Killebrew. And he played for the Washington Senators before they moved to Minnesota in 1961. So 60 years of the Twins, or 59. It'll be 60th year anniversary will be next year for the Twins. 68, Bob Gibson, one of my least favorite designs. I just don't like that design much. I do like the Nolan Ryan though. And 69, Frank Robinson. I just love looking at stats of these old players. And even learning little things like team names, or they switch cities. I could look at these cards for a long time. All right, there's the 60s. Let's look at 70s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, Johnny Bench. The huge catcher's mitt there. So born in 47, so it looks like 22, 23-year-old Johnny Bench. 71, Kyle Yastrzemski. I watched a video on YouTube, recommended video, where they had Hall of Fame first pitch ceremonies, and Carl threw to his grandson, Mike Yastrzemski of the Giants. 72, Rod Carew. 73, we're at a Hank Aaron 73 Topps the Kid, and it was my prized possession, even though it was a PSA 1 or less. The rounded corners, the crease, but I adored that 73 Topps Aaron. 74, Joe Morgan, Hall of Fame announcer. I think passed away a couple years ago. 75, George Brett. This is the very beginning of rookie cards I recognize from starting in the hobby 15 years after this card. George Brett. 76, All-Star, Reggie Jackson. Mr. October. 77, Steve Carlton. 78, Tom Seaver. 79, Jim Palmer. I think out of the whole set, these are my least favorite run of 3 players. Not as exciting as some other. Suppose I can put my favorite one on top. Why not? My favorite one here. I gotta go Killebrew, and I gotta go Mantle, or not Mantle, Jackie. Favorite of the decade. All right, 80s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nolan Ryan, 1980 Topps. 81, Mike Schmidt. 82, Cal Ripken. This is a traded set. No, that's not traded. That's a. This is the one where it had 3 different players. You can see the back of it. You can see those 3 players. 83, Tony Gwynn. 84, Don Mattingly. 1985, Roger Clemens. 86, Robin Yount. And again, they look identical except for a little comment there in the bottom that says they're a reprint. 87 Topps. You'll also see an 87 Topps Archive reprint of Oddie Smith. There's a Topps Archive set that came out in 2001. So you might see this card in like 5 different versions. Just like the Jackie Robinson, you could probably see that in 10 different versions. All you gotta do is look in the back, look at the date that is printed, and then you can start your eBay searches from there. I gave you some clues. 88 Topps. The real card of this is probably 20 cents. Reprint card is probably 50 cents. Nothing exciting there. Ryan Sandberg. All right, so favorite card in that decade. That's kind of tough. If it was the Topps traded, let's go with Ken. All right, last decade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Favorite one has to be the Jeter. All right, so 93 Jeter, 90 Sammy Sosa, 91 Chipper, 92 Griffey, 94 Bonds, 95 Piazza, 96 Greg Maddux. We can go a little quicker through these. These are a little less interesting because they're a little bit newer. And 99 is the year after that great year. So 98, he had 70 home runs, 147 RBIs, and batted .299. And 162 walks. Nobody wanted to pitch to him. All right, so all you got to do, so 97 Nomar, 98 Alex Rodriguez. All right, so all you got to do, write down your top 2, and then I'll give them away. I'm not going to keep this in a set. I'm not a huge set builder. Typically, with the Topps Holiday, I do a binder. For my next Topps Holiday video, I'm gonna see if we can look for those cards and complete a set. Not like I'll keep it in the set, but it's fun to do set building. All right, thanks for watching. Again, pick your 2 favorite cards. And if you're randomly picked, I'll send you those 2 cards, any of them. If you like Jackie Robinson and Harmon Killebrew best like me, I'll send those to you. It's just pieces of cardboard. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.